So will Caitlin Clark be a good pro? Absolutely. Will Caitlin Clark come into the WNBA and do what she's doing right now? Immediately? Absolutely not.
It's tissue time again, folks. And not for who you think, the Caitlin Clark haters. Yeah, they're crying rivers tonight because the queen just dropped another bombshell, and this one's historic. You might want to buy stock in Kleenex. This ain't just another trophy. This changes everything. Sure, Caitlin's trophy case is already overflowing, but this hit different because for all the noise, all the critics, all the jealous whispers, only Caitlin Clark just made it. Angel Reese? Nope. Aja Wilson? Not today. Sabrina Ionescu? Close, but not enough. Caitlin Clark has officially been named to Forbes 30 Under 30, the sports world's Mount Everest for young legends. And guess what? She's the only WNBA player on the list. Let that sink in. You can already hear the excuses. Flying, the hack pundits scrambling for hot takes, the jealous rivals side-eyeing their mics, the podcast rants already loading. But what about Angel's defense? Asia has more rings. Sabrina has better shooting splits. Yeah, keep crying. Clark's not just playing the game, she's rewriting it. So why her? Why not Angel or Aja or Sabrina? Because Forbes isn't handing out participation trophies. This list? It's sacred. It's reserved for trailblazers, culture shifters, game wreckers. They're not just counting stats. They're measuring impact. On the court, dominance. Off the court, influence. Marketability off the charts. Cultural footprint, seismic, and Caitlin. She's not moving the needle. She is the needle. Nobody saw this coming to.
And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from three. Will tip inside and lay it in. There are the first points in the WNBA career of Caitlin Clark.
Take it at the rim. Here, hesitation. You have to come. Goes her first two.
It is Caitlin Clark able to clear for Indiana. Caitlin coming off that 20-point performance right here, handling the physicality of an isolate. Clark, step back three, knocks it down. Take a look here at a career first. Just step back, going right, I may add. It's usually a step back, going left.
All right, let's keep it real. If Caitlin Clark wasn't on this list, we'd have to start questioning the entire system. Like seriously, burn it down and rebuild it. Cause Caitlin's not just playing basketball, she's a walking highlight. Real, a record-breaking, jaw-dropping, seat-packing force of nature. Right now, she's the face of women's basketball. Period. Full stop. Since stepping into the WNBA, Caitlin didn't just join the league, she hijacked it. She turned casual viewers into obsessed diehards. She made tickets the hottest commodity in town. She made history feel normal because she's breaking it every single night. Let's talk records. Caitlin's got more records than your grandpa's entire vinyl collection, and she's spinning new ones every game. Triple doubles? Yeah, she's dropping those like mixtape. Let's get one thing straight. Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player. She's a one-woman economic supernova, a TV ratings beast, a league-transforming hurricane. Her impact is not just reshaping the WNBA, it's warp speeding it into the future. Let's talk numbers, because the receipts, they don't lie. Before Caitlin, ticket sales were doing fine. A steady 16% climb from 2022 to 2023. Respectable. Decent, safe. Then Caitlin crashed the scene like a meteor. And boom! Ticket sales exploded by 93% in 2024. That's not a growth spurt. That's a historic detonation. Without her? Experts said the WNBA wouldn't hit those numbers until 2029 or even 2030. Let that marinate for a second. Caitlin Clark's rookie year didn't just move the needle, it fast-forwarded the entire league by nearly a decade. viewership before Caitlyn, women's hoops were already trending up. 40% rise from 2022 to 2023. Solid. But then Caitlyn said, "Hold my Gatorade," and delivered a mind-bending 400% viewership spike in 2024. People who never watched a second of women's basketball, now they're glued to every dribble, every dagger three. Remember when WNBA arenas sounded like empty echo chambers? Yeah, those days are over. When Caitlyn's in town, arenas are packed, seats are gone, standing room only vibes. She's pulling in an average of 15,000 fans per game, higher than some NBA teams during their early season snoozers. Her Indiana Fever, selling out home and away. Merch flying off shelves faster than Black Friday stampedes. And TV. Buckle up, on NBA opening night, NBA viewership tanked 42% compared to last year. 1.6 million tuned in. Meanwhile, Caitlyn's first ever WNBA game against the Connecticut Sun, 2.5 million viewers. A women's rookie debut outdrew the NBA.
Take it at the rim. Here, hesitation. You have to come out on her. Goes by her first two.
Back Bentley. Here's Clark, a good look from three. She got the first three in the career of Caitlyn Clark.
Clark does not need much space here. Screen comes off, drains a three. That's one of the few good looks, and it's not even that great of a look that she's gotten here so far in this.
Here's Clark off a screen, gets a look, and hits.
Every time Caitlyn Clark steps on the court, it's not just a game, it's must-watch TV. The numbers don't lie. Arenas sold out. Screens, millions glued. She's not just hooping, she's building an empire. The haters can cry all they want, tweet all they want, podcast all they want. But Caitlyn Clark's receipts, they scream louder than any complaint. She's not just an obvious pick for Forbes, 30 under 30. She is the reason the WNBA is exploding. But hey, it's not just stats and dollar signs, it's the star power. That it factor you can't teach. When Caitlyn's out there, you can't look away. Her energy, infectious. Her swagger, contagious. Her love for the game, undeniable. The haters will scream, it's just hype. Yeah? Tell that to the packed arenas. Tell that to the record-breaking TV deals. Tell that to the sponsors tossing money like it's a championship parade. Hype doesn't sell out arenas. Greatness does. And oh, you knew this was coming. As soon as Caitlyn's name hit Forbes list, the Angel Reese fan club came storming in, fists up. But what about Angel? She's a star too. Yeah, she is, but let's keep...
Mabry comes up with the board. Long pass, perfect to Reese. She was unable to get it in. And they play some beautiful basketball. Again, no Brianna Stewart today. Chicago's missed 7 straight shots.
That's off all screens, so she's not getting any easy look.
Reese, short trust. Allen just blew by Burke, but couldn't get the floater to go. Angel Reese. Reese, spinning.
Unlike Caitlyn Clark, Angel didn't carry her team into the playoffs. And attendance at her games, good, but nowhere near Caitlyn's stratosphere. Caitlyn's pulling 15,000 fans per night. Angel's decent, but not even close. And when you stack the numbers, Caitlyn's outperforming her. Across the board, in every major stat that matters, show Angel's podcast is lighting it up. Props to her. But let's be real. This isn't Forbes 30 under.
Didn't make the list.
I think it's relying on her passing, getting the ball to her, defense double team. Asia Wilson with a three.
See, that's where Alicia Clark, with a clear out, runs and shows some help and gets in the gap and forces her to pass.
The fortuitous bounce and one for Asia Wilson
For this year, but a really cool shoe collab with Under Armour and Kelsey Plum.
Oh, I love it with the cigar flare as well. I need a humidor.
Into what she's been trying to do. She said she did USA 3-on-3, China, Turkey. Now she thinks this is ready for her time.
Is 16th overall. Has really only played a few games here and there the last couple of years. Asia Wilson on the right side finishes. Cloud matched up against Asia Wilson. Fakes one way, goes the other, and rattles that one down.
Aja Wilson's greatness, already carved in stone. She's not up and coming. She's already sitting on the throne. But Forbes? It's not about who's there. It's about who's coming next. And right now, Caitlin Clark is the future. She's not just playing basketball. She's transforming it. While the haters are busy typing essays about why their favorite players were snubbed, Caitlin's out here draining logo threes and selling out arenas coast to coast. Caitlin's not just good, she's redefining the women's game, her authenticity unmatched, her charisma magnetic, and the brands, they're practically fighting over her multi-million-dollar sponsorships already secured, and more are lining up. Caitlin brings something women's basketball desperately needed: swagger, edge, coolness. She's making the game bigger, louder, cooler in a way no one else ever has. Whether it's a sold-out arena or a playoff game, on the line, Caitlin shows up and shows out. She's the kind of player you set your DVR for, if people even still do that kind of thing. But let's be clear, this isn't just about one Forbes list. This is about what Caitlin represents. She's proven that women's basketball can be just as exciting, just as profitable, and just as culturally powerful as any sport on the planet. Her rise is opening doors for the next generation. Her rise is forcing the WNBA to level up. More sponsorships, better media deals, bigger global audiences. Caitlin's rise is lifting the whole league. And while
clock, but Bigham will fire a three anyway, no good. 6 to go in the quarter. See if LSU can get something out of it. Rebound by Smith. Johnson into the front court, will pull up for about a 30-footer. Yes, she got it.
Johnson steals it on her way to the rim, lays it up and scores.
LSU gets it across half court easily. Here's Johnson driving all the way to the rim. And back come the Tigers now. Johnson weaves her way up the far sideline. Johnson down the lane, Euro steps and scores.
And now LSU tries to push the tempo. Flau'jae Johnson puts her head down and drives to the hoop. A tough
for Tennessee. Flau'jae Johnson driving off the glass.
Transfer from Texas will be in action next year for the Gators as well.
Flau'jae Johnson.
That's right. Forbes didn't just stop at the WNBA's hottest rookie. They saw the next wave coming, and it's bringing a storm. They also recognized the college baller who's turning heads both on and off the court. Flau'jae Johnson isn't just balling out. She's building a brand. Flau'jae's lighting it up at LSU. A scoring machine, a leader, a future WNBA star already in the making. And when she's not draining threes, she's in the studio, dropping tracks that rack up streams by the millions. So why did Forbes choose Caitlin Clark and Flau'jae over more established WNBA veterans? Simple. These two aren't just playing the game, they're transforming it. Caitlin's rewriting the WNBA's popularity playbook. Flau'jae's proven athletes can dominate in multiple arenas, basketball courts, recording studios, social media feeds. Together, they represent the future. They're bringing in new fans, new money, new energy. They're making women's basketball must-see TV. Meanwhile, some seasoned pros, they're feeling a little salty. Why? Because Caitlin and Flau'jae aren't just good. They stole the spotlight and made it impossible to look away. Let's rewind real quick. When Caitlin first entered the WNBA, the haters lined up fast. She won't stand out. She'll get wrecked by the physicality. She's all hype, no substance. You sure about that? Because what happened next? History, one of the loudest knocks. They said Caitlin was only good because of her teammates. They said her stats were inflated. Here's the truth. Caitlin didn't just lead Iowa to the NCAA championship. She carried them on her back. And now, she's doing it again in the WNBA, proving every night that greatness isn't about the team around her. It's about her ability to elevate everyone else. And those same critics who said the WNBA's speed and strength would crush her, they're pretty quiet now because Caitlin didn't just survive. She's thriving, she's owning it, and she's just getting started.
So people look at new players coming in, whether that's out of college, players who've been overseas, and they look at that and say, oh, you trying to come take my job. Like, nah, it's not gonna be that easy. So will Caitlin Clark be a good pro? Absolutely. Will Caitlin Clark come into the WNBA and do what she's doing right now? Immediately? Absolutely not. Not gonna happen.
Okay, guess what? In her rookie season, Caitlin Clark is leading the league in assists. She's dropping triple doubles like it's casual. She's averaging nearly 20 points a game. As a rookie, she's not just surviving the WNBA, she's dominating it. And those best defenders everyone warned her about. Yeah, they're the ones getting torched. Caitlin's shooting percentage off the charts. Logo threes? They look like layups now. Here's the real truth. Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA. It's not up for debate anymore. She's proven it game after game. She's not just a great player. She's a generational talent. She's breaking records. She's filling arenas. She's pulling in fans that never even watched women's basketball before her.
Clark backdoor, nice look, Martin, easy layup. Clark.
And hold you to the highest standard, no doubt. And Caitlin Clark has said Lisa Bluter holds her accountable too. Stokey finishes it off that time.
Clark wants a screen. Gets a switch and a double. And rewards the screener.
Hitley's going to hedge. And when she hedges, look at Stokey to the rim. Help late on the weak side, and it's a bucket for the Hawkeyes. 10 on the shot clock. Clark to the mid-range, drops it off inside to Goodman. Great vision by Caitlin.
So, what do you think? Did Forbes get it right by putting Caitlin Clark on the 30 under 30 list? Or do you think someone else deserved the spot? Let me know in the comments.